Hey there, science fans! Have you ever picked up a rock and wondered about its story? Rocks are everywhere. They make up mountains, form the ocean floor, and even create the ground we walk on. Rocks are the solid building blocks of our planet. Some are smooth and some are rough, some are big and some are small, but no matter their shape or size, all rocks have a fascinating tale to tell. Rocks aren't just there to look pretty though, they're incredibly important to us. We use rocks for buildings, roads, and even jewelry. Rocks tell us about Earth's history, holding clues about what our planet was like millions of years ago. Now, let's get a little closer and look inside a rock. You see, rocks aren't just one big solid thing, they're actually made up of smaller pieces called minerals. Minerals are like the ingredients in a recipe. Different combinations of minerals make up different types of rocks. Think of it like baking a cake. You can use flour, sugar, and eggs to bake a chocolate cake, but you can also use those same ingredients to bake a vanilla cake. It's all about the combination. Rocks are similar. The types and amounts of minerals determine what kind of rock you get. Here's the really cool part. Rocks aren't static. They don't just sit there doing nothing. Rocks are constantly changing and transforming over millions of years through a process called the rock cycle. It's like a big, exciting journey that rocks go on, full of twists and turns. Imagine a rock getting super hot and melting into magma deep inside the earth. Then it cools down and hardens, transforming into a completely different kind of rock. Or picture a rock being broken down into tiny pieces by wind and rain, only to be compacted and cemented together to form a new rock. The possibilities are endless with the rock cycle. Let's meet the first rock stars in our cycle, igneous rocks. These fiery rocks are formed directly from the cooling and solidification of molten rock, either magma, underground, or lava, above ground. You can think of igneous rocks as being born from fire. Now, there are two main types of igneous rocks, intrusive and extrusive. Intrusive igneous rocks form when magma cools and solidifies slowly beneath the Earth's surface. Because they have more time to cool, crystals have more time to grow, resulting in larger crystal sizes. Extrusive igneous rocks, on the other hand, form when lava erupts onto the Earth's surface and cools quickly. This rapid cooling doesn't give crystals much time to grow, so extrusive rocks have smaller crystals. Section 5. Igneous examples from granite to pumice. Let's meet some famous igneous rocks. Granite, a common rock used in buildings and countertops, is a great example of an intrusive igneous rock. Its large crystals are easy to see with the naked eye. On the extrusive side, we have basalt, a dark-colored rock that makes up most of the ocean floor. And who could forget pumice? This lightweight rock is formed when lava erupts with lots of gas bubbles, creating a rock that can actually float on water. Section 6. Sedimentary rocks, layers of time. Our next rock group is all about patience, just like building a sandcastle. Sedimentary rocks are formed from the accumulation and cementation of sediments, tiny pieces of rocks, minerals, or even the remains of plants and animals. Think of a river carrying bits of rock downstream. Over time, these sediments settle at the bottom of lakes or oceans. As more and more layers pile up, the weight compacts the sediments, squeezing out the water. Dissolved minerals in the water then act like glue, cementing the sediments together to form solid rock. This process can take millions of years. There are three main types of sedimentary rocks: clastic, organic, and chemical. Section 7. Sedimentary surprises, sandstone to limestone. Clastic sedimentary rocks like sandstone are formed from the fragments of other older rocks. Imagine walking on a beach with beautiful compacted sand. That's sandstone. Organic sedimentary rocks like coal are formed from the buildup of once living things like plants or sea creatures. Coal was once a lush forest. Can you believe that? It's full of energy from the sun that those ancient plants absorbed. Chemical sedimentary rocks like limestone, halite, or rock salt, and flint are formed from the precipitation of minerals from water. Limestone is often made up of the skeletons of tiny sea creatures, and it's used to make cement. Section 8. Metamorphic rocks. change artists. Get ready for a metamorphic makeover. Metamorphic rocks are formed when existing rocks, whether igneous, sedimentary, or even other metamorphic rocks, are changed by heat, pressure, or chemical reactions. It's like the rock is being put through a super-duper intense workout. Imagine a rock getting buried deep underground. The weight of the rocks above creates immense pressure, and the heat from the Earth's interior makes things toasty. These extreme conditions cause the minerals in the rock to rearrange themselves, changing the rock's texture and appearance. Metamorphic rocks can be foliated or non-foliated, depending on whether or not they have a layered or banded appearance. Section 9. Metamorphic transformations, gneiss to quartzite. Gneiss, pronounced Gneiss, is a common foliated metamorphic rock that often has alternating bands of light and dark minerals. It forms from the metamorphism of granite, showing how one rock can transform into another. Non-foliated metamorphic rocks like anthracite coal, a very hard type of coal, marble and quartzite don't have that layered look. Marble, used for statues and buildings, is formed from the metamorphism of limestone, and quartzite, known for its hardness and durability, comes from the metamorphism of sandstone. So there you have it. The amazing world of the rock cycle, where rocks are constantly changing and transforming over millions of years. It's a never-ending story of heat, pressure, weathering, and erosion, full of fascinating characters and incredible transformations. Next time you pick up a rock, remember the incredible journey it's been on and all the secrets it holds.